Welcome to my 36th time trying to record this video. It's gonna be a quick overview of absurdism. It's not gonna be super in depth. I'm shooting for like the 5-minute mark here. So first of all, absurdism was made by Albert Camus. He's not very old. He's dead by now. But there's colored photos of him. Like a colored photo of him. So he's in that colored photos were a fancy thing you get once age bracket. If you want something more specific than that, Google it, because I'm not going to. But more importantly, he makes the assertion that the universe is absurd. A decent stand-in, frankly, is that it's stupid. It's obviously not perfect, but for our purposes here, he thinks the universe is stupid or absurd. And he says this is because of two assertions, two things that exist simultaneously. First, that the universe can never be understood, and two, that we will always want to understand the universe. This is the central problem that makes the universe absurd, is this contradiction. It's not the only one. There's a lot of other reasons he gives for the universe being absurd, but this is the central one. This contradiction is the most important reason that the universe is absurd. So then he says that there are two ways people respond to the absurd when they realize that the universe doesn't make sense and that they want it to make sense. There's two ways people respond to this. The first and most common one, according to him, is suicide. Two kinds of suicide, though. First is the traditional sense, but then there's also what he calls intellectual suicide, or I've also referred to as philosophical suicide. This is where you accept a false version of reality and kill off the part of yourself that knows that it's not true, knows that reality doesn't make sense. But you kill that part off and you accept a version of reality that does make sense, even if it's false. The main way people do this is religion, according to him. Christianity, I was Christian for a long time. He makes the assertion that it's simply people trying to make a universe that makes sense by accepting one where God's real and he does all and everything about the universe was created by him for a reason. It's a universe that makes sense, and according to him, a not real one, and we all, somewhere in ourselves, we know that, but we are killing that part of ourselves off to ignore the fact that the universe is absurd. The second way sorry. The second way people can respond to the absurd, the one he advocates for, the one he theorizes on, is by becoming the absurd man, is how I've heard it used. But generally, it's first accepting that the universe is absurd, accepting both that you want it to make sense and that it will never make sense, as well as all the other ways it's absurd. He gives the example in The Myth of Sisyphus that the universe is repetitive and that that life is futile. Those are more ways it's absurd. He argues that life's hopeless. Billion, quintillion different reasons why the universe is absurd. It is the job of the absurd man to accept those as reality. But then he looks at the absurdity of reality, looks at the absurd as a sort of condemnation, something forced upon you that is bad. A way that I've heard it compared to by a very good lecturer that I recommend a lot is like a prison sentence. It sucks, and it sucks, and it's forced upon you. And I'll bring back the prison analogy in a minute. But so he looks at the absurd like a condemnation, and then says that the only rational response to the absurd is defiance. Defiance. You accept the reality of the situation, but you are not okay with it. But what gets important here is how we defy. What he calls, it's such a cool word. One moment. Had to pause for a second. He called it existential defiance. That's just a really cool term. I'm sorry, but that's neat. That's some Eldritch horror shit. I just like that. But existential defiance, in the absurdist way, in the Camusian sense, is simply being happy. He asserts that the universe is not made to be happy. All of these things, it's futile, repetitive, hopeless, you can never understand it, you'll always want to. All of those things make it a universe that is not designed to be happy, for you to be happy in. And to defy against it, to defy against the universe is to be happy in a universe that is very clearly not built to be one. So for a quick summary, because I don't think I'm exactly well organized in this video. The universe is absurd. This is because, among other reasons, you want to understand it and you never can. The optional responses to the absurd is either A, suicide, either traditionally or by simply accepting a false version of the universe and killing a part of you that knows it's not true. The other option is to accept that the universe is absurd, accept that it's that you can't understand it and that you'll always want to, as well as all the other reasons, and then be happy anyway in defiance of the universe sucking. So I don't know how to end this video. I don't even know if this is the take I'm keeping. Goodbye.